Sanjay Sahay, every single hour, literally, we've been getting sensational revelations as far as this case is concerned. What does it really tell you about what's really happening? And there are so many now theories also that are emerging. What is your assessment?
See, it is a very, very premeditated murder. And I think what is most fascinating about that murder is that this girl somehow believed that she can get away with it. And then she will be able to get married to this Raj fellow. I think he would also have brainwashed her. The psychopathic part of the issue is certainly there. Notwithstanding that, the lack of understanding that however much premeditated it might be, in some manner or the other, she will get caught. So she was made to believe, or she believed, that they can crack a plot which cannot be caught. Might be she did not even have any idea as to how the police investigation operates. She had absolutely no idea that a murder case accused, what will be the nature of life, and however much she tries, she will not be able to get off the hook. So I think there is a lack of understanding, and what I find in large number of murder cases, inclusive of one killing here in Bangalore itself, very close to where we live, where the lady thought that if you talk about domestic violence, the killing can also be waived off, something of that nature. And there are lots of people who also believe that somewhere this psychopathic angle, if it is brought in the investigation, so there also it will provide succor to them or some relief to them. What I'm finding very, very strange that this whole generation is being brought up on social media, and because of social media, they have started believing that everything is doable, everything is flimsy, and they will be able to reach whatever their goal is. And in this case, we are seeing what the goal is. And last 2 years, the nature of cases we have found, inclusive of a woman killing her child, and lots of this live-in and variety of other relationships, the cruelty which is there, I have not seen in earlier 30 years of my career. It is primarily happening now, and I'm not ready to believe that only because the media's presence is there, or social media is there, so it is coming out. Murder cases were very well known, but that happened for a very specific motive, and those motives were very, 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 very thick. It might be a financial issue, it might be a woman issue, it might be a variety of issues. But this one, there is absolutely no issue. Just because your parents are saying that you get married, even if I take that argument, and you got married, I don't think if you try to evaluate your listening to your parents and then killing a person.
I think that's an important point you have raised, Mr. Sahay, and I'd like to take that point across to Tasneem Siddiquee as well. Mr. Sahay mentioned perhaps there was no fear of law. Perhaps she felt that she could get away with it. She will be able to deal with it somehow. She will make it look like a robbery. Is it because, law is relatively softer as far as women is concerned, and that's the reason why things have taken this kind of a turn? I mean, that's what many people today are talking about.
No, I don't think law is softer on women where criminal prosecution is concerned. It is the same. There's no gender bias, whether you're a man or a woman. A crime is a crime. I will refrain from making any comments regarding the investigation or implicating somebody. As a lawyer, it's not in my position to implicate a person, and she's still alleged to have committed the crime. The investigation is still underway. Charge sheet still needs to be filed. I think there's a whole lot of media frenzy. A murder is a murder. I'm not condoning that, but how far she's involved and who's involved in the crime remains to be seen. I think we shouldn't put the cart before the horse and jump to conclusions. We still need to give the investigation teams time to conclude and bring it before the court. I think
but what we are reporting, of course, what you're saying is correct, and what we are reporting is what has come out of the investigation so far. Meanwhile, we have some more breaking inputs as well as far as the story is concerned. Scoop number 5, Sonam did not go into hiding, viewers, after the murder as well. She took a train from Shillong to Indore, and that too via Siliguri. Met her lover Raj, stayed at a rented house, and then left for Ghazipur, that too through Kashi. Now, this wasn't panic. This was a planned movement, meticulously planned movement, mapped and properly organized. The police are now calling this the clincher. And this is where, viewers, the digital footprints nail her story. Sonam wasn't just involved, she was online as well after the murder took place. She was using Raja's social media account at 2:15 a.m. Now, mark these words. This is an important piece of information that we've got for you in this particular story. A raincoat, her own, was found stained with blood. The murderer's jacket was found at the scene. The screen of Raja's phone was broken. And to top it all, the killer, Anand, was still in the same clothes when he was arrested. The cops call this Operation Honeymoon, a murder script that has now been decoded frame by frame. And